Margi.
Okay.
Let's try that. And if we can't hear Margi, just let us know, and we'll switch microphones. So.
Is this better? Yeah. Better? Okay. Try to speak up. The stories of those we remember on this day for their sacrifices teach us that it's our responsibility to bring justice and righteousness to our broken world. And there can be no more broken place on this earth at this time than the country of Afghanistan, most specifically and tragically for its women and girls. This is not a comment on if, when, and how the U.S. should have extricated itself from this complex involvement. This is about freedom and resistance, broken promises and dreams, courage and determination. In this section of our prayer book, I read, "For these I weep, my eyes flow like streams of water, for a comforting presence is far from me." These words speak to me deeply and leave me completely heartbroken for the fate of these innocent and martyred victims. It is even more painful to witness the brutality and stripping of dignity and rights after they have experienced freedoms than never having known what could have been. Today I remember the martyrdom of Salima Mazari, one of only 3 female district governors in the history of Afghanistan. She also led multiple military operations against the Taliban and took up arms herself to fight. She inspired and recruited hundreds of Afghans to join the resistance, many who sold their livestock and land to buy their own weapons. Several weeks ago, she stated publicly in the media that she will not flee for her safety, but stand her ground to continue her fight. While her province was one of the last to be taken, Mazari was ultimately captured by the Taliban, and her whereabouts and condition are still unknown. During the first Taliban regime, Afghanistan had one of the worst human rights records in the world. The brutalization of women and girls is well known and need not be recounted here. When the U.S. took control in 2001, among the top goals was improving the lives of women and girls, including education, job training, and health care. Girls were sent to school, women attended university, worked in most professions, joined the military, became judges and government officials. In fact, there was a larger percentage of women in Afghan's parliament than in the U.S. Congress just a couple years ago. The Taliban has suddenly taken from women and girls all they have fought for and gained over the last 20 years. Despite hollow assurances that their rights will be protected, they have already been restricted and denied access to work and school. They are hiding in their homes, fearful of their safety and the return to the inhumanity they once suffered. Despite all dangers, some brave and defiant women have participated in public protests demanding their right to work, education, and political participation. In the spirit of Salima Mazari, they have been standing up for themselves, their daughters, and all women. The abandonment and betrayal is tragic, shameful, and heart-wrenching. I fear for them all once the international community and press are gone. Let us pray for the well-being of Salima Mazari and the women of Afghanistan. I hold on to some small hope that the world will continue to watch over them and that they were not merely our project for a while, teaching them to dream and achieve, only to move on to our next cause, leaving their fate in the hands of brutal oppressors. Mazari, along with the women she sacrificed for, should be honored for her moral choices and commitment to Tikkun Olam, as she is most certainly worthy of sacred remembrance.